Okay, so we're looking at 4 different banners here, and they're all in fifths and they all go around the circle. Okay, so the top banner here, now we're looking at the localized cages here, the modal cages that are in their fifths. But remember how those modal cages really count? How do they count? They do count in string-shaped fifths. They can go in string-shaped fifths as you go string by string. So with the 3, 4, 5, you're going to go to 6, 7 root. Well, 6, 7 root's right here next door to it. So string shapes cages, to be proper cages, go in fifths to the right and fourths to the left. Okay, so here we have 3, 4, 5. The string underneath it is the fourth of that pattern, and that's why the E is there, 7 root 2. So it fits. It's a legal cage. You want a legal cage. Otherwise, they all get mixed up. So we're counting along here, and we have 5, 6, 7 here, root 2, 3 up here, and we cover 4, 5, 6. That's how I made the diagram. It had to be the way that it's spelled out. Okay, because if we remember from the previous chart, if we look down here, okay, I'm not on the picture here. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I guess I must have somehow deleted the picture in the picture. So I'm back. We're just going to keep the last segment for novelty to see how it goes over. Maybe I'll give you an opportunity to look at the chart a little more, but we have to have me here for the playing and whatnot, so I can point things out on the guitar. Plus, I'm the star of the show. Short pattern cage length cages. Okay, what I want to show you is the bottom string of the cages in the cage system are the string shapes, and that's how I made the new cage system with the diatonic cages, because here I did the bottom string, 7 root 2 links to 2, 3, 4, links to 3, 4, 5, links to 5, 6, 7, links to 3, 4, 5, links to 5, 6, 7, links to 5, 6 in the short pattern, then links to 6, 7 root, short pattern, links to 7 root 2. So I needed to show you that. Okay, I'm back down here. So the way that I made the diatonic cages is I'm going to link them together. Okay, so they were linked together like so. Alright, this is the result of linking them together. So we have, if we look at the link is root, they're linked at 2, they're linked at 3, they're linked at 4, they're linked at 5, they're linked at 6, 7, okay, and then root again. When it came to making the chart, I found that, you know, it was pretty confusing at first because we got 4 sets of banners here. Okay, the second set are the short pattern regular cages. These are regular cage system cages here, Tri-pentatonics. I explained that in the earlier segment. The way I did it was I just counted. So let's look at one of them that has the long cages so that we can count them. Notice they start in the same place. But over here we've got, hey, this E goes to this E. What's going on? C is over here. This one's over here a little bit. What's going on? Because these are different long cages. Or they could be cage linked in. Okay, so what do I mean by cage linked in? Look here a minute. These are cage linked in, so that we couldn't fit D, G, A there unless we made the whole thing long, and we could do it all in fifths. It would be C, A, G, E, D, like that. That's cage linked in. Well, we don't have to guess at it. We can go ahead and look at it. So the way I made this chart, made the new cages, was to count 7 root 2. I'm going to link it now at the root. So it's root 2, 3. Links to 2, 3, 4, links to 3, 4, 5, links to 4, 5, 6. See, in the regular cage system, you got 3, 4, 5 okay, is going to link to up here 5, 6. I didn't show it up like going like this, like we, in the little diagram. So I did it in fifths. So the 5 is over here where the link is. So it's just easier to look. So 3, 4, 5 links C to A shape. Here's your A shape. Ignore the banners down here. Just look for the little A there. We'll zoom on in. So the C string shape 3, 4, 5 links to A string shape 5, 6, links to G string shape 6, 7 root, etc. Links to the E string shape 7 root 2. And this is what you play as you're going vertically. So we've got 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip, but you skip every other one when you're going vertically. So C goes to G because we don't want it linked. If we want to link them, then we have to go C to A. Okay, C, A, G, E, D. There's your cage system right there, C, A, G, E, D. They're linking, but now we have a caged ladder where we have doubled notes. So we don't want to do that, so we go in fifths. But still, the linking is important. So the way that I made the diatonic cages is start 7 root 2. I'm going to link to root 2, 3. Okay. And that's our RE extra long. Then 2, 3, 4. There's your D string shape. Then 3, 4, 5. There's the C. So it goes into a short pattern. Now when I say it goes into a short pattern, what do I mean? Let's look at the diatonic. Here's the diatonic pattern stack. 7 root 2, okay, we're going to do every other one. 7 root 2 is going to go link root 2, 3 here. It's going to come down here and link, well, that's not the best way to do it. Here's root 2, 3. There's your 2, 3 link. There's your 3, 4 link to 5. There's your 4, 5 link. 5, 6, every other one. But what I'm showing you here is we have a string of short patterns and then we go into the long patterns. Alright, in any case, so that's how I made the chart. I first did one long string shape and then did the string shape pattern. So we have 7 root 2 would link to root 2, 3 would link to 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. Now for the labeling. The labeling is in fifths. So what does that mean? How does that play out? Everything's got to play out. So they link in fifths like this. You have the 4, 5, 6 links. The fifth of the A shape in the string shape links to the E there, and this links in the fifth here. Okay, so these are every other letter in the caged word except for the small caged interval in the Lydian string shape. Okay, so you have caged, and then you're going C, A, skip G to E, skip D to C, skip A to G, that kind of thing. It's going in fifths, so it's called circle trimodal fifths there. So enough about how I made it. I made it first on the long string on the bottom, and then I put the labels. I found I got to fit these labels on. So similar with the regular cages that are linked, we do them in fifths, but the string shape fifth of E is C. So the E shape goes to the C shape. So you've got the C shape here is C. Okay. And the string shape, the E here, sorry, E shaped, got an E shaped C, and then the fifth of that is the C shaped G in that E cage. I know I didn't play very well, sorry. So let's look at the new cages. We talked about the E cage, and then we have the C cage, and these are the ones that are defined by. Now remember, the C cage actually starts on E minor. That's the new C cage. Here's the new G cage. Starts on E minor. And now remember, the G cage starts on the 6, so it's the Aeolian cage. Or like this. Okay, so it's E minor shaped Aeolian there, and A minor shaped Dorian, and A major shaped what? A major shaped, not A major shaped, sorry, in the E box from the G. G goes to E in cage, A minor shaped Phrygian. Okay, so these are the new cages. This is how that they are in fifths, so they fit. So this is the lengths of those cages, you know, and in between G and D is the E cage. So let's look at the E cage. So here's our E cage right here, right? So let's just borrow this label here. Let's go over here to the G here, and we're going to look at where that E cage is. Let's just get it. It's root 2, 3. It's the long one. It's the long one. So it's going to be where root 2, 3 is. So that E cage label would actually be here, but we just don't have room for that in this diagram. So there's your cage linking, just like the other one. Here's your root 2, 3. So in other words, 6, 7 root. Okay, then we have actually the E cage. So the short E cage links to this one actually. So we were wrong about that. The short E cage links to the because remember, it's not caged link anymore. It's diatonic cages linked.